Hello, welcome back to True Tori TV. Welcome back, where we talk all about energetics, embodiment, being authentically you, all of the mindset and habit work that comes with it. So really like mind, body, and soul approach to just living your best life and getting through the resistances while you're there, living this fulfilling human life and really learning through it, like enjoying the process and learning. I'll say learning again. Hello from New York on this fine snowy March day. So today's video is all about being unapologetically you. So this is something that I've had a lot of experience with in terms of being that way when I was little, like it was my nature, becoming tainted by it, by life, by experiences, and kind of having a coming home to it. And so it's really important to hone in on this when you want to just be you, like unapologetically enjoy who you are. Be so grounded in who you are that nothing can shake you. And even if you make a decision that makes you nervous or whatever, you know that you've got you, or that you're acting from your heart and you know that that's good enough. It really helps to build self-trust and self-love and self-acceptance, and just really makes for a lot less stressful of a life. Because when you're acting unapologetically as you, and by the way, that's not an excuse to be an asshole, right? Take that in whatever context you want, but you know if you're having integrity in how you are being. This doesn't mean like you can just go and treat people like shit and be like, oh, I'm being unapologetically me. Tori said I could be unapologetically me. Like, no, you have to act in integrity. It's about self-integrity. And, are you being a good person? Are you living a fulfilling life for you and being a good person to others and to this world and being a good human? Like, you can have both. And a lot of people say, like, there's a lot of limiting beliefs and like BS around it where it's like, you can't be a good person and serve yourself at the same time. Like when people set boundaries or serve themselves, people will say that they're selfish. But, there's just a lot of, I'm so happy I'm talking about this today because there's so many stigmas around it where it's like, if you set boundaries and there's someone who's really uncomfortable with those boundaries, they're going to push back because they want what they want, right? So they may tell you that you're being selfish, and that's not the case. You're setting healthy boundaries. It's for you, and it's for you to be able to live an aligned life where you feel like you are setting a boundary, you're protecting yourself, and you're being respected ultimately, and you're exercising self-respect by doing those boundaries. So I think the key here is really being clear on who you are, who you want to be, bridging the gap every single day, being who you ultimately want to be every single day. And that changes, right? That always is going to change. And then also just not being afraid to switch it up. Like, this is the main reason why I wanted to have this conversation, is because there's so many people, and for years I thought this of myself, where it was like, if you don't like one thing or stick to one thing, or then you have no backbone, or you're spineless when you jump around a lot. And like, honestly, some of us just have faster energy. Like, I'm a manifesting generator. If you know anything about human design, my energy moves very fast because I'm a Mani-Gen. And definitely look into your human design. I could put the link to a free chart in the description. I'll do that so that you can check yours out, because it helped me to understand myself. It's basically like a cheat code for you, and it's based on your birth chart. So manifesting generators move really fast. And for a long time, I shamed myself for it because so many people told me, you're jumping all over the place all the time. And I was like, I'm not normal. This isn't right. All that stuff kicks in. All of those ego thoughts, all of those limiting beliefs, all of that like negative self-talk, negative, self-shame. And you're like, I'm not supposed to be this way. I'm not normal. I'm not like everyone else. And there's something wrong with that somehow, or I'm not for everyone, or whatever it is. And one, you're not going to be for everyone, but two, you need to have a sense of self authenticity and just a sense of self-awareness, and knowing that whatever it is, whatever you are, whoever you are, as long as you're grounded in that and really with integrity, accepting and loving of that, and feel aligned with that, then that is all that matters. You're never going to please everyone. You're never going to be for everyone. So expect pushback. Expect people to tell you that, you're not doing this right, or whatever it is. Like there's, unfortunately, not everybody can be at the same level of awakening or self-awareness at the same time. And that's just, if we all were, then there would be no learning experiences. There would be no triggers. There would be no hard conversations. And that's a part of being a human and, why we came here, I believe. So really being grounded in that sense of self will help you to know, okay, I'm doing the right thing for me right now. I'm doing the right thing for me, and that's okay. And so if someone else is unhappy with it, then, we could have a conversation or we can't. Like it's okay. As long as you know that you're acting and living from a heart-centered place, I don't see a problem with it. But make sure you have that integrity. Having the integrity with yourself, like, is this really who I want to be? For my goals, for my dreams, for my aspirations, for me to feel fulfilled as a human. Am I helping people? Am I serving them and myself? And it's a really hard balance to find, but once you start building the self-authenticity and the self-trust and the sense of self, like you're being unapologetically you, and you start building that over time, you stop caring what people think. You stop caring what people say. You do things because it's who you are. That's when you can build and grow and be like, okay, I trust myself. I trust myself to make this decision, to go down this path. I trust myself to, cut this person off maybe, or, everything is grounded in that self-trust and that authenticity. And that's also when you magnetize the people who are really for you. So like if you're looking for a relationship, or if you're looking for like a group of really aligned and soulmate friends, that magnetizes the right people to you. If you're not acting in self-authenticity, you're going to attract the wrong people. And that's why nothing's going to feel aligned. So right now, if you're feeling unaligned, if you're feeling like unfulfilled by either the relationships you have or the things you're doing, really take a step back. Take a step back. It's not about what you're doing, and it's not about the other people. It's about who you are being right now. Ask yourself who you're being. Journal on that. Who am I being? Set aside the doing, the tasks, the actions. Who are you being when you take those actions? Are you happy with that? Do you want to act in a higher sense of integrity? Do you want to act differently? Do you want to not act that way at all? You have to look at what you're doing, and that takes some courage. And a lot of really raw honesty with yourself, because if you're not honest, it's like, I love using this analogy because I used to do it. Remember, like, back in the day when there was those Cosmopolitan magazine quizzes, and like it would be like, you're the shy squirrely girl, or I'm making all of this up, like like all A's means you're the shy girl, all B's means like you're a go-getter, and all C's means like you're a sexy beast. And like I used to always want like the most like vivacious, like sexy, extroverted, like I used to want that result. And so I told you in the beginning how when I was younger, I was super extroverted, super like I'm a Leo, right? So I had like I'm ruled by the sun in zodiac, and so I was really extroverted. I'm really passionate. I'm very bold. I like attention, not in like a bad way. I mean, it did get to that point where I liked it in a bad way, but it's also like I like connecting with people and being really bold and a big personality. And I got tainted by that and I lost it, right? And I didn't know how to act when I lost it. And I was like, so when I would take those quizzes, it was like I was desperately wanting to naturally get that answer, but I would force that answer because I knew the answers to the questions currently weren't those, but the answers to the questions deep within me were those that led to like the sexy beast, you know? So if you're not honest with yourself in this process of realizing your sense of self and really starting to pull out your authenticity, like your own unique authenticity, then it's like taking that quiz and lying and expecting to feel fulfilled with the result. The funny thing is I would force that result and then not feel fulfilled because I knew it wasn't natural. And that's exactly how it is when you're not honest with yourself in the growth process. So think about if you feel really aligned with your life right now, relationships, job, career, business, health, body, soul, like all of that stuff, just like all of it. And just think of where you are right now, where you want to be. If you're there, great. If you're there and you don't feel fulfilled, we have a problem. And it's as simple as just becoming aware and then starting to be the version of you that actually feels more aligned with your soul and your heart. So I invite you to meditate on that. Maybe I'll put out a meditation this week on that. I think I will. So if you're watching this a long time after March 9th, 2022, then there's probably a meditation of this on my YouTube channel. And if you're watching it right when it goes up, then I'll put it up this week. I'm definitely feeling called to do that. So I'm going to follow that energy, trusting my soul's authenticity and my heart's desires. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell notification to get notified when I upload, which is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. If you want me to do more videos where I give you kind of homework or like a follow-up meditation, if that helps you, let me know. I also have various programs, courses, my one-on-one coaching where we can dive deep with this together. That's my highest level offer, where we work one-on-one for 6 months, and you will not recognize yourself after the 6 months in the best way possible. You will either be the most enhanced version of yourself that you've ever experienced, or you're going to be just that next level version of you. And I truly believe that you can do that in 6 months. I've done it in 3 months. I've done it in 6 months. And I truly am here to activate that within you. So if you feel the call to do that, apply for my one-on-one coaching program with the link in the description. It's going to be all the way down. If you're not feeling called to the one-on-one program, I do have a Queen Energy group program that it's either going to be a group program or a self-study course eventually, but I'm working on that right now. And so that's going to be everything we just talked about, where basically you look at who you are now, who you're being now, who you want to be. We're going to bridge the gap. And then we work on all of the resistances that may come up in between, right? So that's confidence, worthiness, setting boundaries, people-pleasing tendencies, all of the pushback that you're going to get. So I proactively teach you that, and we proactively exercise those abilities, flex those muscles, so that when you do integrate this new you into like your life, you are already well prepared for the pushback you're going to get or the discomfort. And while it still may be uncomfortable, you're going to be prepared in knowing how to handle it. There's going to be a Facebook group that you'll continue to have access to and talk to your fellow queens that you meet and connect with, and really build a sense of community in the program, because you're all going to go through this insane transformation together. I'm going to go through it with you as well. And then, yeah, so that's going to be 8 weeks, an 8-week program. And we're going to have one 60 to 90 minute live Zoom call every single week. And you're going to have homework, and I'm going to go live in the Facebook group to do trainings throughout the week. And it's going to be really, really immersive for 8 weeks, so that you come out a more fulfilled version of you. The queen within you is going to be pulled out and put in the driver's seat during that program. And I'm so excited to have you. So yeah, so one-on-one coaching or mentoring, or you can sign up for the Queen Energy waitlist to get an awesome discount as soon as enrollment opens, which will be soon. And if you're watching this after March of 2022, then it'll be on a rolling basis. Probably I'll open it a few times a year. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I'll say it again, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification to know when I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I love you so much. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments below, or DM me on Instagram @TrueTori. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.